In this video, I will show you how to use some of the features in Google Slides to create your own GIFs. You've probably seen a GIF, sometimes pronounced GIF, on social media. GIF stands for Graphics Interchange Format and is simply a series of images or short video set to play on a loop. To begin, you will need to create a new Google slideshow and start with a blank slide layout. Once you've decided on the GIF you want to make, you will need to create the scene or background that will be the first frame of your animation on your first slide. In this case, I'm going to create a scene with a little boat that moves across the water. To create my scene, I'm using the Shapes tool in Slides to draw little triangles to be the wavy water. I draw one and copy and paste it several times, then rotate and resize and move those triangles as necessary so that they go all the way across my slide. Once all of my waves are drawn, I will use the marquee drag feature to select all of them and then change the fill and line colors to blue. I can see that some of my waves are really steep, so I will select those individual triangles and move them around so it's a little bit more even. Then I will use the shapes to create my boat. I use the flowchart delay shape to draw the bottom of my boat, flip it around, and change the fill and line color to brown. Then draw the sail with a black rectangle and a white rotated triangle. Once they're together, I'll use the marquee drag feature and then right-click and select group so that I can ensure my boat will move around as one shape. Then I add a sun to the sky up above the water. Now that you've created your scene, you're ready to start adding additional frames to your animation. Instead of creating the slide and all of these triangles over and over again, I'm going to right-click on the slide over in the slide sorter and choose Duplicate Slide. Then I can just make small changes to my boat without having to do all of that work over and over again and repeat this process until my animation is completely done. When I'm completely done creating all of the frames for my animation, I end with a slide that has no boat at all so that it looks like the boat actually leaves my screen. In Google Slides, there is no way to set transitions to be automatic or to loop the entire slideshow. In order to create this animation, we need to publish it. Go to File and choose Publish to the Web. Then, tell it to auto-advance your slides every second. This means that each frame will be on your screen for 1 second. We'll mess with this more later. Then, tell it to start the slideshow as soon as the player loads and to restart the slideshow after the last slide, which will make it loop over and over again, like a GIF. Choose Publish, say OK, and it will generate a link. If you copy this link and paste it into a separate tab, you will see your GIF or your animation start to play. As you can see, my boat moves in 1 second increments because that's what I told the player to do whenever I published it. And now that my boat went off the side of my screen, you can see it immediately start over again. So while I think that my animation is very cute, I think it's moving a little slow and I would like for it to move a little bit faster. So what I've done is pasted that same link just into a slide. You could do this on a Google Doc, really on anything. And the number you're looking for is at the very end. Right here where this says 1000, that 1000 is because we set it to delay by 1 second. If I wanted it to delay by 3 seconds, I would put 3000. If I want it to delay by a half of a second, I just need to do half of 1000, which is 500. So if I copy this and paste it into that slideshow, now my little boat is going to move a whole lot faster just by changing that number at the very end of the link. So thanks so much for watching. I hope that you found some ideas and ways that you could use this with your students to create little GIFs and animations off of maybe some stories that they read or some events that they're studying, and ways that they could share these back and forth with that published link on Google Classroom or emailing it or anything like that. So I really hope you found something useful, and thanks so much for watching.